There once was a guy from Gwinnett who one day would grow up to be a monster. But not just any monster, a trench monster. He's now back for year 5 and he's ready to eat. 91 does the dirty work but stays clean. He's taking a 30-minute timeout from the trenches to take your questions. And so live from Tallahassee, it's time for In the Coop with Robert Cooper. What's up, everybody? The Noles are 4-0 because of those two dudes helping things out. It's In the Coop with Robert Cooper every Monday at 7:30. Coop swole his arm day on Monday, apparently. We got the gun slash right now.
Good little pump in. Got a good little workout in.
All right. And staying hydrated, most importantly, though, right?
Always. Always keep a bottle of water with you all the time, or even just a whole stack of.
Is it spring water? Is it purified water? What kind of water do you drink? I'm a spring water guy, man.
Nah, this Coop water. This straight from the zoo, man. All right. Straight from the zoo.
Who you got with us? Who you got with us on the show this week, Robert?
I decided to take a trip to the running back room. You feel me? Go ahead and grab my dog, little Trayshawn Ward, better known as 8 Ball, number 8. I mean, what can I say? I seen him grow since day one. You know, just to see what kind of person he is now, what kind of player he done turned into. I'm happy for Trey every day.
Trey, how's life, man? How's it been 4-0?
Life's been great, man. You know, we haven't been 4-0 since whenever. So, see that, all the work we've been doing is paying off for it. It's been great for the 4-0.
Yeah, 2015. It's been 2015 the last time. I mean, shoot, what were you guys, like freshmen in high school? Sophomores?
I don't even know.
I was part, freshman.
Did you guys play varsity all 4 years in high school, or did you guys play JV at all?
Oh, I ain't played JV.
I did.
Oh, I played one game in JV. Don't let me. Yeah, I played one game. It was the first half.
I was one of those type that you moved to, like, after JV done, you moved to varsity and stuff like that. So that was me.
Yeah, Trayshawn, I'm from Pinellas County. I'm from Clearwater. And, like, growing up, that's how it was. Like, if you were a real baller, you still had to play JV. But after the JV season was over, you got called up. And then it was like, ooh, so-and-so got called up. Mm-hmm. But everywhere I've been, like I've been in Montana, Mississippi, Alabama, like, they'll play freshmen on varsity. I'm like, what's going on with that? But, I guess if you're a dog, they're going to let you hunt. So glad to have you both here with us right now on the show. It is In the Coop with Robert Cooper. If you're feeling generous on this Monday evening because your Noles are 4-0, we humbly ask that you take that generosity over to risingspear.com. Bottom of your screen, you see the logo there, risingspear.com, helping out over 100 Florida State student athletes across 9 different sports. All the money that you donate to Rising Spear goes directly to the student athletes. There's no overhead. There's no skimming. That's not the way they roll over at Rising Spear. So if they brought you joy, which I'm sure they have over the course of these 4 weeks, throw them some doll hairs, everybody. They're taking time out. So what's this about, guys? I know there's a hurricane coming, not maybe for Tallahassee, hopefully, but no class the rest of the week. So we're going to hang out all night, right, guys?
Hey. We can make it. We can do it. Hey, it ain't nothing. We got all the time.
I'm kidding. We'll get you guys out here at the top of the hour, as we like to say. Joel Davis is a wise man, Robert. He's got a simple question. He says, "What's it like being the baddest man on the planet?"
Man, I got a whole team of them, so I ain't got no choice but to be the baddest I can be, because everybody else gonna be on that same type of energy, but yeah, it feels good. I mean, it feels good for everybody. We can keep getting better. I'm gonna say that. Keep getting more bad.
Yeah, absolutely. Our guy Trey Owen. Does it really matter to you guys where this Wake Forest game will be played at, pending the storm? We don't like to say the H word around here. He says hashtag Go Middle Tennessee State. Hashtag Nole Blooded. Are you guys keeping? Has Coach got a team text going on about keeping tabs of this weather, or are you guys just worried here 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 day at a time?
Yeah, it really doesn't matter. I mean, I know at the end of the day, we're still going to prepare the same way, even if the game's being played here, there, Colorado. I mean, it don't matter. I mean, I'm pretty sure we're going to prepare the same way we always prepare for every game.
Trayshawn, I've been asking, everybody that Coop's brought on here in the last few weeks, what feels different about this team? I mean, I'm sure you guys felt good going into the season last year, but things didn't break your way. But now through 4 games, you guys are 4-0. Was there anything in the offseason that kind of convince you things are going to be different, or is there anything you can kind of maybe put your finger to that's allowed you guys to enjoy this sort of success this early on?
I feel like we playing more together now. So like, throughout these workouts, like spring, summer, all those workouts, we got the chance to really like bond together when we work out, and like we pushed each other. So we all like, as we was working out, we was gaining chemistry, and like I see it throughout the spring and whatnot. How we could be like a great offense and defense combined, and we had to get the special teams too, because special team matters too, and you see it working on the Saturdays or whatnot. But we just playing more together now. We're believing to the system, and we're really taking the time to understand what we need to play our role and whatnot.
Yeah.
Got to be the better.
Hey, you can't say it no better. Hey, you can't break it down better than that, baby. Hey, I'm right behind Trey. That's exactly how I feel. I mean, just all the work we done put in all season and all the things we done went through before. We just put it all together and trust each other.
And it sounds like for you guys, it's not like you guys aren't like taking a breath and enjoying it. It's what's next. We want more. It sounds like from you guys, right?
Mm-hmm. Of course.
Mm-hmm. There's always room to improve, baby.
Yeah, we can't settle for this. Can't get placed right now.
All right, Mr. Wilmer here asks you, Trayshawn, what's your best memory to date at Florida State?
I think it's the North Carolina game. Like, the game, I say the game ender when I had the Smith move, because like the play before I had run out of bounds. And I think we called a timeout or something. We went over there to the sideline. Coach Yak started yelling at me, da 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 da. I'm like, okay, Coach, I'm sorry, I got you. And then the next play, I end up doing that, and then basically icing the game. So that was my best memory.
Trayshawn, like, I see a lot happening now, end of game situations with running backs, where it's like it's better off if you just take a knee, like get the first down and just get down on the ground maybe instead of scoring. Like when you have the ball in your hand in late game situations, how much are you thinking about the clock, or is it always just like, let me just try to break this into a touchdown?
Well, with what we go over situations in practice, it's almost like, first nature when it comes to games. So like, even when we're in a situation during the game, I'm playing it through my mind. You have like reminders all throughout the game to tell us, to get down, or like, when it's that critical time, we can ice the game by just taking the knee. So with being like in a situation throughout practice and whatnot, it's like it's straight for me now. So like it's like second nature to me. So I can just do it in a game as well.
Coop, how much confidence do you and your teammates have? Because it seems like Coach Norvell is constantly drilling you guys in all sorts of different situations that come up through the course of a game.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, man, we all feel confident just because, like I said, we always go through those situations or anything that is bound to happen, or just, there's never going to be a situation where we're not prepared for. I can put it like that. That's just how we're trained. I mean, ever since day one. I mean, trust the process. I mean, that's just, I just feel like we're ready for any situation that's to come. I mean, nothing's going to surprise us. Yeah, that's just how I feel.
Give me some adjectives, guys, to describe what Saturday night was like in that stadium, the energy and the atmosphere.
How many you want? You got loud, energetic. You got
surreal.
I mean, it was amazing.
I've never seen the stadium that packed. Notre Dame was packed, but that was packed.
And then the kickoff return.
That just made like
I was just getting ready, like ready to get my helmet strapped on, ready to go. He done took it back.
It is crazy.
He done took it back.
It's crazy when Trey came back to the sideline and whatnot. He was like, he couldn't even hear, because like when he was like running down, he couldn't even hear the crowd. I'm like, bro, it was loud. So like, I just know he was on then, but like I know like the atmosphere was crazy.
It was definitely
the energy already going in the kickoff. The opening kickoff already got energy. So you don't think it could get louder than that. But as soon as he cracked that 50, I heard another gear.
No cap.
I love it because they showed the Boston College coach on TV, and I'm sure coming out, he's like, all right, guys, let's get a real quick start here, man. Let's show them we mean business tonight. Let's get after it. And then they kick the ball off to you guys, and then Trey rips off a 93-yard touchdown, and you guys never looked back. That was incredible. Our guy J.E. asks you, Trayshawn, do you, Lawrence, and Trey keep a friendly tab on the touchdowns with each other? You guys like to let everybody know who's got the most touchdowns as of right now.
To be honest, I don't really even looking at all that. You know, that's when distractions happen. You know, it can be distraction to the group. You know, because like as a group, you know, we all want to get better and like get to a common goal or get to the next level. So you know, once we start to think of stuff like that, that's a distraction. But I mean, you know, we do challenge each other though. We definitely do a friendly challenge to, you know, friendly competition. You know, get each other better. But we don't keep tabs on stuff like that.
I mean, they're team players. It's incredible. I believe them too. Like some people might say that, like, I don't worry about it, but I believe Trey. I really do think they're so focused on team success they don't worry about the individual stuff. Miss Palala says, "Great win, guys. 4-0. Congratulations, Coop. What was the locker room like at halftime? You guys were dominating and a force to be reckoned with on Saturday."
I mean, no, we wasn't. You know, it wasn't nothing to celebrate on. It was basically felt like before a game, everybody still focused. Coach came in and gave us the adjustments, what needs to be corrected, what needs to get better. It wasn't, we wasn't praising half. I mean, of course we had a great half, but like I said, our focus was there at halftime. Like I said, we wasn't satisfied. You got to finish the job. That was all in our mind.
Jane Newsom asks, do you guys pay attention to Chief Osceola playing the spear before the games?
Yeah,
of course.
I see him before the game when we walk in. I make sure I dap him up, and I try to dap up the horse, but that ain't going on. But yeah, hey, I see him though, but it's nice, real nice. I love it.
R. Wilmer's back. Another question for you, Coop. You are the senior leader on the defensive line. How are the younger guys responding to your leadership and advice, do you think?
I mean, it's crazy just because how fast the years have gone, but these young guys really remind me just of myself. Because when I came in as a freshman, I was ready to learn from Marv, Christmas, Fred. I was just ready to learn any kind of way any way I can, and that's how these young guys are now. Just like I said, I'm trying to correct them on the little things, whatever Coach Odell is trying to get in their head. I just try to make things simple. Some try to make the game too hard, but just keep it simple and always correct them on the little things, and they're always working on anything they're always willing to learn and then work on it. I mean, that's the best way I can put it. And I mean, I don't think you want nothing more than that. I mean, somebody who's willing to learn and then put it on the field. I mean, I know you've seen them get in Boston College. Hey,
I was going to ask you, Robert. How about my guy Bishop Thomas, Daniel Lyons? What have Bishop and Daniel shown you here early on, Robert?
I mean, I love them both. I mean, Daniel's a smart guy. He reminds me of myself, really, just where my mind was when I was a freshman. I was just ready to learn anything I could, and man, Daniel's like a sponge. He's just ready to soak anything up. I can say the same thing about Bishop. I mean, both guys got a great future, I believe. Just Bishop is just that's one agile dude, man. He's definitely gonna be a special one. I think Daniel's gonna be a special one. I think this whole group is gonna be special. They keep progressing the way that they are and just keep listening and applying the way that they are now. I mean, you got Coach Odell.
I'm sure everybody wants Bishop to grow like another 2 or 3 inches, but I think even if he doesn't, man, he's just so slippery, right? Like he just
that's what I'm saying. He's real. He's not short, but he can, he's real agile. He can move. He reminds me of myself, real light on his feet, can flip them shoulders, can hit you with a quick spin, get the good hands. I mean, like I said, he has a great future ahead of him. I see it all. But yeah, that's definitely going to be a good one right there.
All right. We'll go to you, Trayshawn. You got wheels. You don't have to include yourself. We know you're the fastest. Who would you say is the fastest player on the team not named Trayshawn Ward?
I mean, it's a lot of people. It's a lot of people on the team that's fast.
All right, if you had to have a 4x100 team, like relay team 4x100, you're running one leg. You don't have to say who's going to run the first leg, anchor leg, but who are 3 other dudes you'd want on your team to win a gold medal in the 4x1?
You come on, man.
All right,
I gotta be at least the second one.
The 2 other guys.
Shoot, I know Deuce fast.
Oh yeah, Deuce. Yeah,
and Trey Benson fast too.
Yeah, I give Trey
22 seconds. So.
Okay. That works. That'll win a gold medal. Our guy Will Reed says, Trayshawn, congratulations on betting on yourself winning.
Yes, sir.
Can you walk us through kind of whether it was a hard decision, whether it was an easy decision. Obviously, you're a big fan of Florida State, but to turn down free money to be on scholarship elsewhere because you had the sort of the confidence yourself. And was there anybody that kind of helped you see that, or was that all kind of just believing in yourself, man, and visualizing it, and hopefully now enjoying what you've been able to accomplish so far?
I think it was like a combination of both. Cause like when I first heard that Florida State offered me a PWO, I didn't know what a PWO was at the time. I just thought it was like another opportunity to come to a place to play football, and it was closer to home. So, but throughout practice, my freshman and sophomore year, I was on scout team, and I was going through scout team, and throughout that time, I've been getting players, and coaches have been telling me like, I've been doing great, and like they see potential in me, and like keep doing what I'm doing, I'm getting like scholarship, and that spring of last year, when Coach Norvell put me on scholarship, it was like surreal because all the work that I done put in throughout that, it was times that I didn't even want to do football no more, and like it was just getting a toll on me mentally because I thought like I wasn't really confident in myself back then, but like I gained that confidence now by playing more, and like it's just great to be on scholarship now because it was a process.
Who's the first person you texted when you found out the news?
My mom, definitely my mom. Yeah, definitely.
Robert, I mean, what's it like? I mean, obviously you've said so many good things about Trayshawn here at the top of the show, man. But to see a guy like Trayshawn, again, man, bet on himself. I mean, how cool, how fulfilling is it to see one of your guys achieve success in the manner that Trayshawn's been able to?
Man, I can say I heard, I seen a lot of stories, different people, but I definitely believe, Trey got an amazing story, man. It's I haven't known him my whole life, but just, these past couple of years, just seeing how he's grown, just because he was talking about how he was on the scout team. I was part of that defense that he was killing. Like we was, man, coach used to cuss us out because Trey over here running for 40, 50-yard touchdowns and just. But like I said, I always knew this was gonna, happen for Trey just because off of what I seen and his work ethic. Anybody could have gave up, anybody would have gave up, but just seeing how he stuck through it and how it worked out for him is, I mean, you can put any word on it. I mean, motivational. I mean, it can be anything, but just is. I mean, I'm happy for him every time. I mean, I let him know that. I mean, even off the camera. I mean, that's just how I feel.
Patrick Ryan asked you guys, y'all are 10-3 in your last 13 games. I haven't checked that, so we'll trust Patrick on that. What was a turning point for the team buying in and believing that you guys can be great? Coop and Trey are goated. Go Noles.
I mean, it was, I would just say the turning point. I say the same thing. I mean, basically, he said it, just believing. That's all we did. We just believed in
I
each
know, but
other.
Coop, y'all were 0-4, man. That never happens at Florida State. And you guys could have been like, man, enough of this. But you guys didn't, man. And then things changed. I mean, there wasn't anything. I mean, I know everybody at home, we want to believe there was some like rah-rah speech, like Odell comes in there one day or Coach Norvell comes in there one day. And everyone's like, yeah, all right. But it wasn't something like that. It was.
No, ain't no speech can do those type of things. That's something that just got to come within. That's just mindset. I mean, that's just how you want to approach it. I mean, anybody could have been 0-4 and made it a winless season. I mean, it could have been anything, but just the way our mindset was, just get better, come together, work harder, and just be the best that we can. That's just what our mindset was, and then just went on from there.
Noles for Life asks you, Trayshawn, who do you model your game after?
He want me to say him so bad, but I model my game off of Le'Veon Bell for sure. Le'Veon Bell.
It's a good dude.
Like back in high school, like I used to really like study his highlights and whatnot because I found it was like a different style, and like I wanted to see if I could do that same thing because that was just different. But it developed to my game now. Being more patient and explode when you see the holes. So, yeah.
Why the number 8, Trayshawn?
I mean, I didn't even get to pick the number 8 to be honest. I just I wanted to change my number. Like nothing against 38, but I asked Coach Norvell for a lower number. You know, he said he had options between such and such and such, and you know, he gave me number 8. So you know, I just made it what it is now. You know, but I mean, no disrespect to number 8. Some great people were number 8. You know, Devontae Freeman. You know, I get a lot of people saying like they, you know, look at me as him. So yeah.
You do kind of run like him, Trayshawn. You do.
I
What
can
about
see
you?
it.
What about you,
You
Coop?
run like me too a little bit when I play running back. I'm telling you, he shows me little flashes of myself. But
So, Coop, if you get drafted in the NFL and the team already has a 91 taken, what would be your backup number? And why do you have 91 right now?
my bad. I mean, yeah, I'll take whatever number they throw at me. Well, if I had a choice, I'll probably still stay in the 90s somewhere. I ain't gonna lie. But how I ended up in 91 was I was originally supposed to be at number 96 when I came in as a freshman. They gave us our numbers. They said, "Coop, you 96." And I ain't never tripped over numbers. I never have, but I just happened to look at it and it didn't look right to me.
It didn't.
And I went back there in the equipment room. I said, "Is there any other numbers open?" Not knowing Derek Nottie just left. So the first number he said was 91. And I was like, 91. Yeah. I said, let me grab 91, and then that's just hey, we've been stuck together since. Going on 5 years.
Not going to make you guys do anything you can't do, but Miss Schremschrock here has been she's been relentless in the chat trying to get through here. So I'll put her comment up. We can't promise anything, but you have been heard. She says she's a middle school teacher. She's bringing 4 kids down to watch the Noles play. I'm guessing this weekend. Any chance they can meet you guys after the game? They are about 12 years old.
Oh yes, most definitely. You can always meet us in front of the Bobby Bowden statue right outside. That's where we come out, or just come outside the locker room. But we're gonna have to walk past there, so that would be a good spot to meet us.
I was gonna say get maybe next to the tunnel when they're walking off the field after the game. Next to the tunnel, be like, Mr. Cooper, Mr. Cooper.
Nah, I'll definitely remember it. Yeah, definitely can't wait to meet them.
All right, let's see here. How about Aaron Roach? It's great being 4-0 with 2 tight games and 2 not so tight games. How much better does it prepare you guys more than teams that haven't had to win those close situations? So when the time comes, you guys have done it. That's a kind of a good thing. That's a good insight there. I mean, you guys have won 2 games pretty comfortably, and then you've had 2 games that have come down the fourth quarter, final possession.
Yeah.
I mean, how much more confidence do you guys have now? Not only because you are 4-0, but you guys you've won in some really crazy environments and in situations.
I feel like we was always prepared for that moment. Like, Louisville game when Jordan went down and then Tate stepped up. We had a lot of people down other than that. But, when Tate stepped up, it just showed you, like, no one else was, like, prepared as prepared we are, because we just go through the situations like no other. And then, like, you just never know when your opportunity comes. So, like, when Tate stepped up and he was doing this thing, like, it was happy to see that. And throughout the tight situations, we come back through halftime, we all mentally telling us, like, let's get prepared to do something. Like, you got to get this one game, and we really wanted this. So, I think that throughout the tight games, I feel like it's who really wanted more, to be honest, at the end of the day, and just we wanted it more. And we came through as a team during the fourth quarter. We were cheering each other on, and I felt like through that, we were really together throughout the tight games. So that's how we done it.
Our guy Ed Lemmix with just a small favor to ask from you, Trayshawn. How about another 100-yard game out of the 3 of you guys? You, Lawrence, and Trey Benson. You got another one of those maybe in your guys' pocket?
That's coming in the process.
Mm-hmm.
That's definitely coming in the process.
I like that. Jeremy Ivins down in South Florida asks, who's the funniest guy on the team, Trayshawn?
I ain't gonna lie.
You got a lot of them.
He definitely one of them.
I'll say we have a lot of funny guys on this team.
No cap, we definitely have a lot of them.
It's to a point that it had to be a list, because I mean everybody is. I think that just everybody got a good sense of humor. I'll tell you that.
They're funny, but he's definitely one of them.
But it definitely gets serious though. It ain't always jokes and everything. Just gotta put that out there.
Trayshawn, who had the best standout performance at UNF for the talent show in Jacksonville?
I think Big Meats knew. I didn't see that.
I didn't see that.
When he came out to that song and he had on a little robe and a little hat, I was like, yeah, that was fine. I didn't think of
Maximus1318 asks, do you guys do anything different during practice to prepare for an individual quarterback, Robert?
I mean, it's not just for quarterback. It's just for any position that, like for O-line, if you got an O-line who some of them, their feet get a certain way on the pass, we're gonna tell our O-line to do that. I mean, it's not just with quarterbacks. Whatever tendencies that we see and whatever tips we pick up is, we just practice it. I mean, it can be with quarterbacks, running backs, receivers, left tackle, right tackle, center. It can be with anybody, but it definitely changes every week, though. Not every team is the same. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, this team coming up this weekend is a little bit unorthodox. Corey Thompson asks you, Coop, what's the conditioning like when you're playing against an up-tempo pace team like Wake Forest?
My freshman year really taught me everything about Wake Forest because, I'd never seen a team run up-tempo that quick, in my life. Because that was my freshman year, and man, they was running back-to-back plays. Like, as soon as the pass was thrown, you had linemen sprinting with them. Like, they would stop blocking, you go sprint to the ball. Like, and then by the time you get there, they play already called in. But like I said, it's definitely prepared for that now. But like I said, condition, of course, you got to get more condition in. But just, you don't see a up-tempo offense like that every week. But yeah, we're definitely going to be prepared for that one, though.
Jason Brown asks you, Trayshawn, do you guys lean on any past players for advice? Do you have any go-to guy that you reach out to?
I mean, we had a past player come throughout this fall camp, Chris Thompson. When was at UNF, and he came and talked to us, and he had an incredible story because there was some things that I didn't know about him that he went through, all the injuries and stuff like that, and like he even told us if we needed anything or whatnot, as far as like any tips or just a guy to talk to hit him up. But he's one of the guys, and Jay Sean as well, since he's at the next level, and we were pretty tight, we're still tight, and he just recently left too, so as well. So like we got that connection to where I could ask him anything and get tips as well.
We're gonna go. We're gonna use a little bit of a visual aid on this. Our guy Tally 850 apparently is a fan of Coop on the Instagram.
Yeah.
Hey,
Here.
Look at that. Slime block.
That's like that.
That's definitely a picture that I know I'm gonna have in my house.
Yeah,
that's why I say in my house in the future. That's gonna be a good one. Because you got my dog D-Lo right there commanding, that's the quarterback of the defense. We all standing firm. Just know how we all come. You see my boy Dennis in the back. And we just, that just shows how, how much love we got for each other, man. One make a play, it feel like we all make the play. I mean, just based off this play, you don't even know who made the play. I mean, you probably say,
look at Keem, man. He's just so happy. Everyone's just happy.
Sorry.
Everybody happy for each other, man.
Sorry, I'm terrible on the Instagram. I don't know how to navigate around it, but you guys saw it. Yeah, check out Coop. What's your Instagram?
Follow me. It's the real Big Coop.
There you go.
There it is. All right, you getting a little too close.
FSU Chief asks, if you had to play on the other side of the ball, what position would you play?
Well, go ahead, Trey. I'm gonna let you say it first. All right, no.
If we're talking about like if we're inches taller or heavier, or we're just going with I'm right now. But if I'm going with what I am right now, I'm gonna play DB. But if we're going with like if you gave me like 3 more inches and like 50 more pounds, no, let's say 60. I'll be a good DN.
DN, hey.
Yeah.
Now me, I see quarterback, running back, receiver,
skill guy.
Yeah,
skill guy for sure.
Most definitely. And I feel like I'm one of those receivers that you can also like a Cam McDonald. I can play receiver and tight end. Okay. But that's just the type of offensive player I am, and I feel like I'll impact any offense at any one of those positions.
Or Wilmer back to ask both of you guys, what's your favorite sports movie?
Remember the Titans. By far. We actually seen a clip of that Friday. Throughout like I think Pastor Reggie just brings up a clip. Times
Yeah, I got you.
I like Coach Carter.
Okay.
Throw that out
That's a
there.
good
But
one, too.
yeah, Coach Carter, that's something that everybody's seen. If you like basketball or not, Coach Carter definitely a movie you can learn from. Definitely entertaining. Yeah.
All right, we're wrapping things up here as we do hit the top of the hour. Let these guys go. But Nick Weber says we are 4-0. But that being said, what kind of adversity do you see with the tough 3-week stretch coming up? I believe in y'all.
Well, we all know at the end of the day, I'm gonna say this. I'm always say this. We always know we got to get better any kind of way. Like I said, nothing was perfect. All these might be 4-0, but we didn't have a perfect game. Yeah, there's always always mistakes we can work with. Woo! Hey, yeah. I'm sorry, you shouldn't even put that up, but that's real. That's real. But yeah, that's like I said, everybody's gonna have that mindset of getting better. Nobody's satisfied. Nobody's satisfied at all. And as long as everybody keeps that, has that mindset of getting better, being the best that we can be, I don't see nothing that can stop us, really.
And last one for you, Trey. Chance Rivera asks, how do you feel about Rodney Hill and his growth?
His growth it's crazy. Cause like when Coach Norvell first came in here, when I was coming like above, you learn the offense, it was hard, and it took me a little bit longer to learn it, and then just seeing him come through the spring and he just clearly learned it like that, it was just so much for him. And then I see him like getting better and better every day with the fundamentals Coach Norvell and Coach Jack be trying to implement, and I just be seeing him like getting better and better with each and every day in practice. And like fall camp, we was at UNF, I just see him burst through like 2 back-to-back runs. I'm like, this man is like, he's getting it. And I'm always in this area, I'm telling him like, trust the process. I believe in you and whatnot. And I believe in your growth as well. So like, seeing his growth and seeing his confidence level go up is incredible.
That's somebody I'll put on my 4x1 team.
Me too, though.
I just had to
if I didn't have Coop, I'd put Rod.
Oh yeah. If I wasn't there, I'll have Lil Rod as my backup on the track team.
All right, it's your show, so we'll go out with a question to you, Coop. You're a gentleman, but do you talk smack when you get a sack?
Let's just do this. I just get in that mode. It's just it might get a little smack. Me talking smack. You might get a little bit of everything. I might just look at you in your eye. It's just what it is. Just however I'm feeling. If I don't, hey.
All right, that is a wrap.
You can feel me some type of way.
There we go. That's a wrap for In the Coop, everybody. Hit the thumbs up for nothing else, just that photo on your screen right there.
I wish I could like that picture right now.
I'm saying, hit the thumbs up. Thanks so much for joining us. Again, if you're feeling generous, if you're excited, if your Saturdays and your Fridays and your Sundays have been awesome because Florida State's been winning football games, head over to risingspear.com. RisingSpear.com is supporting over 100 Florida State student athletes across 9 different sports. Every single penny that you give to Rising Spear goes back to the student athletes at Florida State University. None of it's no skimming, nothing like that, man. It all goes to the cheering. So support the guys that make your days pretty cool because they keep winning football games. Trey and Coop, thank you so much for hanging out with us, man. We appreciate it. Coop, we'll see you next week, right?
We appreciate you, baby.
Sure.
We appreciate you, baby.
For Trey Sean Ward and Robert Cooper, I'm Aslan Javandi. Thanks for watching. Go Noles.